What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon, crypto universe. Today is Thursday, August 24th. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 3 different NFT collections that are on Ethereum. Why am I covering these collections? Well, there's a lot of activity that's been happening. There are whales, there are people who have been buying these NFTs, and usually I tend to pay attention to those activities because it just goes to show that they are not dying. That means there's still interest, and that people are making big bid orders or big sweeps within those collections. So to me, I think that's worthy of us covering all these NFT collections because maybe since we're in a bear market, these prices could be great for an entry in case you're wondering if you want to be a part of these communities. So with that said, as always, be sure to stick around to the very end to hear my conclusion and statement behind each one of these collections. And as always, be sure to like the button, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to join our Patreon page, and most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. So the first collection I do want to talk about is Azuki Elementals. As you can see from the website NFT Go, which is an amazing website for analytics around Blur and on OpenSea, but mainly on Blur, you can see that right now Azuki is one of the trending NFT collections. Now, this is Azuki Elementals. This is the second collection after Azuki's. Now, why is this on my radar? Well, as you can see, we've actually seen an increase in its floor price. We actually saw this around 0.32 or 0.35 Ethereum has pumped all the way up to 0.52 Ethereum. So roughly in conversion rate, if we were to look at the lowest price of each one of these NFTs, the lowest one would be around $870 US. Now, if we look at what's going on in terms of sales over the past 7 days, in total, 750 sales over the past 7 days. And as you can see, over those past 7 days, we've seen the lowest price, like I said, around 0.3 Ethereum. And as you can see here, within the past 2 days, has pumped increasingly since then, and now we may be starting a new uptrend. But again, this is very interesting because these NFTs are at a discount. Now, if we look at the sales, you can see that how many people buy around the 0.3 Ethereum, and some people who bought well above that price around 0.6 Ethereum. So people are sniping nice rarities regardless of the floor because they see that since it's below 1 Ethereum, that it's a great deal. And I absolutely agree with that because a lot of these NFTs, I think in the bear market are at discounts. I think at some point, eventually when we are in the bull market, these NFTs will see really good rewards. Now, if you want to be a part of the 2% of the unique holders of Azuki Elementals, you need to have around 11 or so NFTs of that collection, just to give everybody kind of a concise way to understand that. Now, if we look at the amount of unique owners, if you want to be part of even the top 10, you have to have 100 of these NFTs or more. So there are a lot of whales that own these NFTs. A lot of these names that I do recognize is Carlos OMGTV, who is the founder of Jelly Rascals on Solana and also Gambles over at Polygon. Now, if we look at OpenSea's top traded collections, you can see that right now Azuki Elementals over the past 6 hours has traded around 20 Ethereum. And that's roughly around 40 sales just within OpenSea. But there's a reason why I think people have been accumulating these. And I think NFT Statistics, also known as Proof, which is another YouTube channel, said this. Last night, someone sold a fuzzy squiggle into a collection bid for around 9.69 wrapped Ethereum and bought instead 16 Azuki Elementals with that amount and had 1 or 2 Ethereum left from that. So they sold this one and bought these NFTs. And as you can see, they have a particular palette, white, gray, very clean, crisp colors. So I definitely think that this collection should be on your radar because I think Azuki and Azuki Elementals, even though it's been flooded a lot because the artworks of Azuki Elementals and Azuki look pretty similar, nonetheless, the community is still there. Nonetheless, there is still liquidity flowing into this collection. And you don't have to own 16, 12, 5. Maybe just having 1 is enough just to have that exposure. You don't need to spend your whole bank account into this collection. So with that said, I want to talk about the next collection, and this collection I talk about a lot, and that is DeGods. Now, I'm talking about this because recent updates have happened. I don't know if you've seen our last video yesterday regarding DeGods, but this was well below around 3.7 Ethereum, has pumped around 4.2 Ethereum. That's a massive pump just within 24 hours. Now, the lowest cost on OpenSea is around 4.2 Ethereum. That's roughly around $6,900 US. Now this one actually has a good amount of points, around 246. You roughly want to have close to around 370 points if you want to have close to maximum points. Now, if we look over at the sales and analytics, you can see that right now over 101 NFTs on OpenSea have sold within the past 24 hours. As you can see here, like I mentioned yesterday, we were hovering around 3.6 Ethereum just yesterday and has pumped all the way up since then. That's crazy to see that happen so quickly. Now, we got to look at the amount of sales that have happened on OpenSea, because we had around 44 NFTs sell on DeGods on OpenSea. That's roughly ranked 2 in terms of the most top traded collections on OpenSea. 173 Ethereum. Somebody has a lot of liquidity to spend for this collection and is one of the largest collections traded thus far. But we got to look at Blur, because Blur is a totally complete different situation. Right now, the floor is around 3.8 Ethereum, which is actually quite good, because not too long ago, yesterday, it was around 3.4 Ethereum. And if we look at the overall sales, yes, many different people placing their sales or also selling their actual NFTs into Blur bids. And that's happening almost every 4 minutes to every single minute. That's just nonstop. That's how much generated revenue is going into the DLabs company, and that's something I would not ignore. So again, this is DeGods. We've covered this collection quite a few times, but I don't want to spend the whole video talking about DeGods. If you don't understand it, we have a ton of videos prior to this that you can check out. Now, the next one I want to talk about is Mutant Ape Yacht Club, because right now it's around 4.85 Ethereum. It's been hovering around this range for quite a bit. It hasn't really dipped too far from here, and it may have found its new support level. Now, this collection size is a bit larger. It's around almost 20,000, but around 19.5K on OpenSea. Now, if we look at the lowest cost sale right now, like say for instance this one, 4.87 Ethereum, which looks to be my favorite, it's around $8,000 US. Now, if we look at the overall analytics around this, you can see that right now, it's actually been pumping over the past 24 hours. Now, if we look over the past 7 days, you can see that right now, it hasn't really experienced its massive pump, because we've only seen a massive dump over the past 7 days. It used to be almost close to around 5.7 Ethereum, so it's almost cut in like more than Ethereum in discount. So right now, I think that we can expect that there's going to be more price volatility, but over the past 7 days, you cannot ignore this. Over 1,070 sales. So that means people are trading in and out of this collection, either making money or making profit or holding on for dear life or just hodling, right? They just want to hold on to this because they love the artwork, they love the community. And regardless of all the fun that happens around this project and any other NFT project that's out there that's in the bear market, this is sustainable. It has over 5,195 Ethereum over those past 7 days. That's incredible. And as you can see here, people, again, buying well above the floor price for getting great rarities. Now, what are some of those rarities? Well, we're going to talk about that right now. Like this one just sold within the past 24 hours, and this Grail sold for around 9.43 Ethereum, which was literally just 7 hours ago. Now they're relisting it at 22.22 Ethereum on Blur. Now that's really interesting, because again, I think the reason why this is a great rarity is because of the skin and the gooey rainbow traits. And I think that people just need to seek their own values when it comes to searching for these NFTs. And based on Go Rarity, it's ranked number 23. And then again, there's also Rarity Sniper that ranks as number 766 out of the whole collection. So I think that's a pretty good deal in my personal opinion. Now, if we look at the whole collection distribution with the most traded volume within the past 7 days, now Mutant Ape Yacht Club has flipped DeGods. Mutant Ape Yacht Club is now around 8% of the total collection distribution. As you can see here, it's definitely seeking a massive accumulation around that phase next to Bored Ape Yacht Club. And now in terms of the total trading volume of top collections within the past 7 days, you can see that right now Mutant Ape Yacht Club is definitely seeking most of that reward, around 3,349 Ethereum totally traded over the past 7 days, has flipped DeGods as well. So I just want to share that with people, because again, this is some collection that could reach a new bull market or could reach new all-time high prices. And what I respect about Mutant Ape Yacht Club is that even on OpenSea, it's still dominating in the top 5 sections. 350 Ethereum over the past 24 hours traded, 73 sales. So I just don't think that people are going to sleep on this project. You're seeing that more sales are happening with Mutant Apes compared to Bored Apes at the moment. And I think it's because it's a cheaper entry price. So as a conclusion and statement, let me know your thoughts below around Azuki Elementals, around DeGods, and Mutant Ape Yacht Club. How do you feel around these three different collections? In my personal opinion, they're all very much undervalued. I think Azuki Elementals has a lot of potential upside in the future. Again, I think the team has to announce something new for that collection and something exciting for, holders to be really amped about. Some event or some in real life event or something that allows them to see, hey, you know what, this NFT is going to bring more value to me than just a picture, that I'm going to meet new friends, meet new people. But speaking of friends, I think DeGods is another collection that nobody should sleep on. We saw it literally around 3.4 Ethereum on OpenSea and on Blur, but yet it's now pumped, and now who knows how long that will last. But that's more of a collection that's a friendship company. There's an in real life event actually here in LA, in Venice at 4 o'clock, I believe. And there's also many other in real life events around the world. But also they have great utility. They have many different point parlors where you can earn rewards for your points that you've staked. But that's really just like a little taste of what they're developing. Now, in terms of Mutant Ape Yacht Club, I definitely think Mutant Ape Yacht Club is undervalued. I just think the artwork is fantastic. I love what they have to bring to the table. I mean, if I had to have some entry into the Yuga Labs economy, Mutant Ape Yacht Club is definitely going to be at the forefront for me, and that's just something I don't want anybody to sleep on. So with that said, let me know your thoughts down below on how you feel about these three collections, and I cannot wait to read them. And with that said, be sure to like the button, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to join our Patreon page to receive all of our alpha calls and buy and sell orders in both NFTs and cryptocurrencies. Until then, see you guys and girls next time.